Plano, Texas. Oops, I didn't do Texas. Oh, there it goes. My laptop is kind of slow. Let's see. Boom, there we are. Oh, this one says Euless. So I don't know. Okay, so I see their logo. So it's the same company. And then here's their phone number, and here's their email, and here's their website. So that is a way that you can try to reach out to cleaners, right? Search for teams. We saw that one couple on Thumbtack. Where were they at? They had the purple shirts on, right? Like this is a team. Well, I'm assuming this is a team, right? So this is a possible unique way that you can try to find cleaners. Let me know if you guys have any questions on that. Kimmy, did that kind of help? Do you have any follow-up questions on that? If we
I just posted my question in the group chat, but I guess I can just go ahead and ask. First of all, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hope you got the rest that you deserved.
Yes.
So if we're trying to find cleaners on Thumbtack, we're pretty much trying to hire our competition. True. Especially, I'm speaking for myself, especially when right now, at least before I had to fire my other cleaner, I was thinking about paying for Google leads services, that one. I was thinking about paying for it, but right now Thumbtack is the only way that I'm getting my clients. So I don't know what I'm gonna say to somebody who is on Thumbtack who would probably also be getting the same leads I'm getting. I don't know. Could you provide some more guidance on that? Maybe?
Yes. So with that scenario, so yes, that is a possibility. Just Avery. That is a possibility. Yes.
Again.
Yes, Tom, come here.
Camille wasn't even playing today. He was hurting me every time I was jumping over him.
Okay. So that is totally a possibility, but the thing about it is like not everybody is going to be on the same platforms, right? Like we saw, this is a pretty small list of cleaners, and this is a really big area, right? So not everybody is going to receive the same leads. Is it a possibility they will receive the same leads? Yes. Okay. But I guess it's kind of that same scenario, and if like my cleaners will still my clients type of situation, right? It's like there's nothing that you can really prevent that. And if you close the lead and they didn't, you're still giving them opportunity to make money, right? So keep that kind of in mind as well, especially when you're getting leads on Google. Not everybody has the budget to get leads on Google. Some people just rather just get leads this way versus having to do the actual Google or know how to do the Google or even have the knowledge to set up Google. I mean, like, look at this person's Yelp, right? I mean, are they servicing Euless or are they servicing Plano? And you guys that's not familiar with this area, that's like literally two different sides of town. So I know that could be a concern, but I wouldn't let it be a concern.
Can I ask a follow-up question to that?
Yes.
So if we do, if for some reason I get lucky and I'm able to get someone off of Thumbtack, am I having them apply like I would? Like I have them like do the application for, am I hiring them like I would a typical independent contractor? Or do I just like straight up, take their word for it, run a background check and like onboard them straight up to Gusto?
No, totally still do the same process, right? Like, now, because they're becoming subcontractors. So I would definitely still have them do the same process.
Okay, again, sorry for
No, you're
taking
fine.
up the stage. Would I, is there an application template on the course in the course resources?
I don't have an application template, but there are application questions in there. And then you can just create the application on like Typeform or Google Form, Jotform. So those are like different platforms that you can create an application for free versus like using a company like Easy Hire, to where like those offer job applications, but you have to pay for those. And it's like you have to pay per applicant. So I would totally just use like a Google form, Typeform, or Jotform.
Okay. With sorry, my kid.
You're fine. Y'all been hearing Jay Saber. You're totally fine.
So with Google lead ad services, not that I have just one cleaner left that I'm trying to keep with everything I have, would you recommend that I go ahead and push the button on that, or should I like wait until I've hired somebody else? And also with Google just somehow deleting my reviews, I don't know what's going on. If I put money into Google Leads now, do you think I might be able to get some requests for booking?
Yes,
Or maybe just hold off?
I definitely, so you can put a limit, not a, like you can put a dollar limit. It'll let you know how many leads that you'll get per your investment amount, right? Let's say you put $100, it'll say like, oh, for this amount, you'll get, anywhere from like 18 to 25 leads, right? So it'll let you know, and that you can gauge that based upon like you having one cleaner. And then also like if your cleaner has open availability, so that will definitely determine like how open you should go with receiving leads based upon your cleaner availability. If she's like, yo, give me all the leads, I can do 2 jobs a day, I'm available to work 6 days a week, right? If she's like that, I had a Jessie, her name was Jessie, and she was totally like that. Yo, Jasmine, like I can do 3 apartments in a day. Like she wanted to work all day. So depending on your cleaner's availability, then that'll let you know too, like how many leads to come in. Because if you get those leads, you can schedule it out, 1 a day or 2 a day, or you can put them to next week, right? Because not everybody that will book a cleaning job will actually want the job done for today. They could be like, oh, I need it done next Tuesday, or I need it done on Friday. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm trying to
You're
do
welcome.
everything I can for this woman to stay with me. I'm also trying to get her to quit her other job so I could have her full time, because I don't even have her full time. So I'm
and
literally
ask her too. Ask her if she has any friends. Most cleaners know cleaners. So ask
yeah.
her if she has any friends that she would like to refer. You can give her a $25 referral bonus,
Okay.
like something like that.
Yeah, that's such a good idea. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let's see. Okay, Jill. Wait, hold on. Oops. Okay, no, I answered that one. Okay, Jill, let's see. I'm also having the same issues with my Google Maps. The newer reviews are not showing up. How many reviews do you have total? Because I heard Google is kind of like doing this Yelp situation to where like you have to get so many reviews for them to show it. How many reviews do you currently have? And then also, I know we were talking about your booking koala page too.
Right. Hi everybody. So I've asked a few friends, because that's the only way. Right now I don't have any clients yet. But I've been asking my friends to give me reviews. They'll send me the screenshot of the review that they posted, but it's not showing for me. So I'm not sure what's going on. So I wanted to see if you know anything about that, because someone has mentioned that they were having the same problem. However, getting Google was a hassle, and it took really some time for them to get it active. So I'm not sure if it's everyone that's having a problem, or it's just my account, or what's going on.
So how many reviews do you have, or have you
Right now, I
received?
only have 6, and
Okay,
throughout this week, I asked 4 different people, and none of the 4 had are showing in my Google Maps.
did they show at all? I mean, not, did they actually leave the reviews?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 2 of them sent me a screenshot, and it's not showing.
Okay. Like, the only thing I know is like, and I'm trying to remember the number. So I'm trying to look right now to see if I remember where I put that at. But I want to say it was 8 reviews until they show it, or until they show your account. Let me confirm and look that up, and I'll get back to you on that one. Okay.
All right. No problem.
And then you had a question. Let me look this one page real quick. But you had also a question for Booking Koala with how to rearrange like where the themes are at, right?
Right. So the booking form has its own information, like right underneath each of the steps. So if it would say, I don't know, maybe the credit card, it would say type in your information here and use it. But it's very specified to general information. I want it to be a little bit more precise towards what I really want to tell the customer, right? And then the order it's set up for the booking form number 1, I don't know how to change that. Like right now, it's asking them for the amount of bedrooms and bathrooms, and I want to be able to ask them first their name, email, and things like that, and then maybe down the road you will ask them like for the bedrooms and bathrooms.
Okay. Let me. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Website builder. Customize. Okay, so I went to the book now section on the top, and this is where I wasn't for sure on. So if you come to right here, you see where it says rearrange.
That's in the website builder.
Yes. So I went to the website builder, and then I went to, I don't know if you can see it on the top. Let me move this screen out the way. To right here where it says book now. And then, so I went to the book now section, and then right here to rearrange. And now this is where I can rearrange the different questions that's on the actual booking form.
Awesome. And for the information, I can also modify there.
Yes. So you can modify the eyes here, and also you can modify the eyes on the actual like settings page to where you will actually set it up with. I think that's where you'll actually set it up. Like you can make them visible on here, but if you want to like change the wording, I believe you have to do it on the actual settings, like on the like the form settings.
Okay. Form settings didn't let me do anything, but I'll play around with this one. Thank
So
you. I
do you
didn't
mean
know
like
where it was.
with the form, like how to change the wording, that tooltip wordings? Let me show you. Okay, leave.
Have you ever built any websites with this app?
Yes, like on the Booking Koala page.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? I think it was, if you go back and look at the last challenge video, if you go to like on circle where it says challenge, and you look at like the very last one, I think I'm gonna say like week 4 bonus, on there, that video is where I kind of went over like how to design like the website template directly on Booking Koala.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let me get to this area so that I can remember this.
Maybe in general.
Industries, house cleaning, form. Oh. Okay, so goodness, I'm almost thinking, I think you're right. So yes, it'll actually be in general. So like when they was asking like all those questions on like what you want it to be set up, it'll be on there. And then also, you know, you can create like custom sections too, if you want to be able to ask different questions that's not the normal ones listed on like not the pre-made ones.
Okay. Is there a way to set up the zip codes that you will want to service?
Yes. Oh my goodness. There is. It took me forever to figure out how to do that. So let me find you the link.
No problem.
It literally took me forever to figure that out. So let me find
Can
you
I
the
say
link.
something, Jasmine?
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, you know where it's at, Stacey?
You know, I just set mine up so
Please.
I
Okay,
can
help us
show
out.
you.
Please do.
Yes, so go to settings
Okay.
and then industries,
Uh-huh.
going down, and then home cleaning. And then form 1, it's a whole process. And then locations. So what you do is add new and then put like the particular city, and then you kind of like map it out. Yes,
Thank you.
it was really interesting, but I finally figured it out. And then what you can do, so after you map it out, like in this box where I say, for example, there'll be like a whole lot of zip codes.
Yeah.
But if any zip code I want doesn't, so what you're gonna do is like try different zip codes in the book, and if it doesn't come up, you can always come back here and add it.
Okay.
So
That's awesome. So like,
Wait,
so yeah.
sorry. Wait, does that mean like people can just see the Booking Koala website even before they see our like regular website?
You mean like on the booking page?
Yeah, like people can just see the, if you do that targeting with the zip code that I don't know who just described it. Does that mean like people just can see our booking, like our Booking Koala page?
No, so like no, they can totally see it. This just lets you know like if so like on some booking pages, right? They'll have like zip codes. So where before they actually, let me see if I can find which client that is. Can you guys still see my screen?
Yes. So what this does is that if, like, for example, I'm in Houston, we offer services in Houston, and Houston is very broad. So you could be in 77077 and then 77078, and it's like 1 hour and a half away, even though it's just like one zip code apart. So this would allow you to ask the customer for their zip code to determine if you really service that area. And then that way you can just type in the zip codes or the areas that you want to be able to service. So if you start hiring people that are a little bit further north or east, like in this case what Jasmine was showing us about ULES. If you were to hire a cleaner or a provider in that area, you can probably add those zip codes near her location, so you'll be able to service that area as well. So that's the only thing that this does, basically.
Yeah.
So this is like this is not just like Thumbtack leads. These are like your direct leads coming straight to your website.
Correct. But you
Correct.
wouldn't want someone telling someone that you want to service them and go through all the booking process and then finding out that your cleaner lives an hour or 2 hours away from their location. So this help you simplify that.
Oh, that is so cool. Can somebody leave like the steps for that, like what to click in the comment section? That would be awesome.
Yes, I will do that. And then of course, this video will be up, and I'll put those instructions in the comments. So no, this is definitely very very important to have, like you said. Like I don't think I've never used them because I've only targeted the actual areas that we do service. Of course, we'll get like a couple that'll trickle in, but you see, like I put down a zip code right here, and then it'll pop up that we don't service this area. And then on, which one was it? This one, nope, this one. So here is where you can come and actually map and draw it out, or you can actually manually write in the actual zip code itself.
On Booking Koala, I learned this through the help center. If you just go to the help center, you can actually search what you're looking for. So I guess just type in locations. There's an article and there's a video that tells you in detail, step by step, on how to do it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, no, the help section is like, that's be my best friend. And then sometimes I'll have to email and ask them. But no, because there's a lot of things that I don't set up all the time. So if I don't set it up all the time, I don't like always memorize where to go. But the help section can definitely help you. Jill, did you have any other questions about Booking Koala?
Not at the moment. These were the two things, but thank you.
Welcome. Awesome. Let me go back and check the chat. While we're on Booking Koala, like actually on this page, does anybody else have any other questions about Booking Koala since this is up? Oh, I already see it. Okay, Cleo, you want to ask it on chat or you want to come off mute? When we get a lead from Thumbtack, can you show us briefly how to put it into Booking Koala to send them the link? Yes, most definitely. Okay. Okay, so let's say we're communicating with a lead from Thumbtack, right? You want to gather their information. So the first thing that you want to do is ask them, you have all their booking information, right? You have their site. You want to confirm the square footage. That's going to be very important, is to confirm the square footage of the home. But then you'll fill out the information in here, okay? So, right, you'll fill out the information. It's a standard deep clean. Now this, of course, is going to be per how you set up your profile. So if you did not set this up, then don't worry about these added steps. So let's say standard clean. The client had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,200 square feet apartment, and they have pets, and they want their oven clean, okay? And they want to have it done on the 30th at 10 a.m. Okay. You're gonna ask them, are the keys at home, or they're gonna be there, keep the key with the provider, right? Like I said, this is something added, so this is not on yours, don't worry about it. Do card, you're not gonna even enter in or ask for their payment information. What you'll do next is come over here and save as a quote. So when you save it as a quote, you'll get this pop up right here. And at first it's going to ask you to email it, but you want to just go to share link. And then you'll copy this link and then you'll send them that link on Thumbtack. So you go to Thumbtack, hey, Mrs. Smith, here's your confirmation booking link. Please complete this for us as soon as possible. If you have any questions whatsoever, definitely feel free to let me know, okay? So you'll send them the link. It'll go over to your quote link section on your Booking Koala page. But once they get the link and they fill it out, then it'll be added to your booking calendar and then you'll be able to see the actual booking. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions on that.
Jasmine, I have a Booking Koala question.
Yes.
So I went to go integrate Stripe into Booking Koala, and I'm a
Okay.
little confused because I put the 2 codes that you need and I saved it, but then it looks like, and I enabled it, but it looks like, I don't know, it still looks like it's not connected. How do I know if it's for sure connected or not?
Can you see the code at all? Let me see if I can see what it looks like. One moment. Let me look. Okay, so do you see the 2 codes like this in there?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, if you have those 2 codes in there, then I would say that it's set up.
Okay.
I would recommend just creating a booking for yourself and giving yourself go down to the discount, the coupon section and make it be $1, or you know what I mean? Like, let's say, what's the dollar amount? Like if the discount to $86, like give yourself, $80 off and then do a test run and see if everything went through.
Okay. Yeah, that's smart. Thank you.
You're
and
welcome.
then I'm sorry, I have a follow-up question to that.
Yes,
So
please.
this might be kind of a dumb question, but I'm just gonna ask it.
Yes.
So I'm a little confused with, I know that Stripe is to process the payments. So I'm gonna do Gusto next. I think that's what it's called. And I'm a little confused on so am I putting my cleaners into Gusto? I know that's kind of like the payroll, but then I saw that Stripe has an option to also pay your cleaners too. So which one is the better option? I'm a little confused.
So I've never used the Stripe payment. I've only used the Gusto payment because they take care of my 1099, that they have my cleaners fill out the W-9 forms and I can send out their 1099s at the end of the year. So that's why I've never actually used Stripe before. But you do, so when you're hiring your cleaners, you will onboard your cleaners on Booking Koala. You'll add them on here on your providers. You'll add them new here. And then you'll want to also send them the email link for Gusto. You'll do the same thing. You'll put in like their basic information, name, phone number, email address, and then Booking Koala and Gusto will then send them an email and have them like finish and complete their profile and provide the rest of their information. So Gusto, you would have to do that manually, just like you would with onboarding them on here. But Gusto is a platform that I would send and actually use to pay the cleaners. So you have your cleaning services. Let's say the client books on Booking Koala, right? The day after their service or whatever day you have set up to retrieve the money, Stripe will come in and snatch that money from their bank account. Then the funds get sent to Stripe. And then the funds will be held at Stripe. And then the funds from Stripe will then go to your business checking account or go to your checking account, right? And then at that time, when the funds get sent to your checking account, you will allocate it, you'll put the funds in the appropriate account. So I normally like to like pre-put the money from the deposits that needs to go to payroll into the payroll account. And then your payroll account is what's actually linked up to your booking koala. So you'll have your cleaners onboarded to the booking. I'm sorry. I hope that didn't confuse you guys. For Gusto, you'll have your cleaners onboarded and input it on Gusto, right? And then now Gusto will take the payroll money out of the account you have set up with Gusto.
Okay, so income account is connected to a Stripe, payroll account is
Yes.
connected to Gusto.
Yes, perfect. That's exactly
Okay.
right.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see. I see another question in the chat.
Mom, I have hungry. I have
Yes. Let's see. Let me scroll back up. Hi, which banks or banks do you recommend for business banking? There's so many different banks. Like you can go, credit unions are great. If you have a relationship with a credit union, maybe Federal, those are always great banks to be able to bank with. I always try to find the banks that have less fees. Truist is a good bank. Of course, you'll have like your big brand banks, your Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. There's a lot of different online banks like goodness, what's that one I have? Something blue. Goodness. I can't, there's Nova, there's so many different online banks. And know that most of the online banks, they're kind of like what I was talking about, like they're just like the front face. Most of these banks, they'll offer the features, but then it's a big bank that actually provides the services and your accounts are actually housed with. Think of like Cash App, right? Cash App is a bank that people know as the front face, but their actual banking system that houses your bank is a bank called Sutton Bank. So those are kind of like what those online banks are about. But yeah, I think I have a Truist and I have a Navy Federal. And there's another one that my husband had. My husband mainly he does all that research on that. But Novo is the one that I've tried. And there's another one that's something with blue. I can't think of the name. If you guys know something blue, I can't remember the name of it. Let's see.
I think it's Blue Vine.
Thank you. Yes, it is Blue Vine. They have a good business credit account, which is why I use that account. So I just like have money transferred in there automatically. I think something like they'll give you funding for 10K. I forgot, but they have a really good business funding program. So that's what I like about them. Let's see, I think, but I'm struggling with them. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm too far. Yes, this live will be saved and it'll be put in circle under the replays. And for anybody that is new, I would definitely recommend checking out some of our past replays. All our replays are saved and put into that section because sometimes we'll just get like some really, really, really good questions that sometimes are not like fully discussed in the course that we go over in here, and it can give you some really good insight. And see, also for those who don't know, you can tell your customer to cancel their booking on Thumbtack if they don't book. Thumbtack refunds you if they cancel. Yes, and Thumbtack will also refund if like the lead seems like dishonest or like it's a scam. So there was like a lead that came through, is perfect example. The lead that came through for a client and the customer was a business owner that was looking to hire subcontractors. So I can show that message and they can get refunded, right? Or also for scenario, like let's say somebody's booking a cleaning service, but they put in the search like, oh, I just want all my ceiling fan dusted and my baseboards dusted, but they filled out the whole entire booking platform for 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,500 square feet, because your leads cost depends on the size of their home. So Now, I wouldn't have mind that if she would have put a 1 bedroom, one bath standard cleaning, then the lead would have cost $12. We could have charged her an hourly rate. But for leads like that, you can also try to dispute as well. Okay. How does this work when you respond and they don't answer? I did that actually recently. They asked for a cleaning and had already hired someone. I told him to cancel and I refunded the charge, but they said they couldn't refund it. Oh, that's going back to that 7 5 there. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, she had went over that, so telling me what to do. 'Cause
Yeah. Okay.
that just happened to me a couple days ago, and the guy, I responded, and I didn't respond in the message of Thumbtack, but I ended up texting him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I already hired somebody." I was like, "Oh wow, is there a way that you can cancel it so that I can refute the charge because I got, I had paid for this
Yeah.
lead?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I can certainly do that." But when I went to refute it with Thumbtack, they were like, "No, we can't, we can't refund you that amount."
Yeah. I would, if it's something like that, first you definitely want to respond on Thumbtack so that way they can see that you responded, because then they'll be like, oh, you just want the money back and you didn't even attempt to respond back to them. But I would let them know, like, hey, they said they hired somebody else like outside of the platform, or like they changed their mind. Like use something that makes it seem like it was out of your control, or even out of Thumbtack's control.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, I certainly will do that next time because I was like, not even 1 minute. I, sent a message on Thumbtack. He's like, "Oh, I already hired someone." I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But I do have one question, if you don't mind. More
Yes.
talking about Yelp. Now, I was just like, one day, I filled out everything in the profile for Yelp, and I didn't get nothing. And then all of a sudden, I started getting all these jobs coming up in my email saying, "Hey, Sasha has a job for you. Chase has a job for you." And is it, I know a lot of people saying that it's not good, mixed reviews. What's your take about Yelp and, going forward?
I also have mixed reviews. To me, I feel like Yelp is not like you won't. I feel like you really won't get a really good return on Yelp until you have some really good reviews that have stuck on Yelp, like 10 to 15 to 12 good reviews that have stuck on Yelp is when I'll actually start investing in Yelp. Because and then like those messages kind of sound very similar to the opportunities that Thumbtack sends out to you, which basically just lets you know, like, hey, we have some clients in your area that's looking for your services and they want you, right? But it doesn't mean like they actually may have sent you the message. Now definitely double check, because they could have sent you a message, because Yelp is has like their own version of Google Local, to where like you can pay like flat rate for their oh god for their local leads. But so it could be both. But since I don't know or can see actually what it is, it could be real leads that people have messaged you but you have to close them. Or it could just be letting you know, like, these are clients in your areas, come start your leads with us, so that way you can get access to their information.